Okay, welcome back. So, we're back with RoboCop's Rogue City, Unfinished Business. This is the DLC, even though when you're going to Steam, it's actually a completely separate product. But, you know, I enjoyed RoboCop. I quite like this. Last time you saw me play a game that used pushed my system. It was probably my Intel i9 10900K, possibly with the RTX 3080. I don't think I did a stream of a game when it was changed over to the RX 9070 XT. But not only have I changed my graphics card, I've also changed my processor, going over to an AMD Ryzen 9 7900 non-X variant. So whereas the i9 was a 10-core 20-thread part, I've actually got a 12-core 24-thread part that I'm now using. With the GPU, I'll come back to that. The Ryzen 9 kind of isn't a true 12-core 24-thread part, because the AMD system uses chiplets. So what I've in fact got is two CPUs, which are 6 cores each and then 12 threads each, and one side clocks up a bit higher than the other. And so it's kind of copying the idea of a performance cores and efficiency cores on Intel chips. So yay, go us. In regards to how this is going to be played, I'm actually using a little trick called OptiScaler. So what it's going to be doing is it's going to be taking the FSR3 inputs, and then it's then going to be converting that over to FSR4. So with this game, rather than using the default upscaler that it's using, I am actually going to be using my AI cores in my RX 9070 XT. And the next thing is, on the GPU, I've actually done an undervolt. So I've reduced the amount of maximum voltage it can take, and also reduced the milliamps going into the chip. It all in all sort of cost me about 1 or 2 frames per second in performance, but instead of drawing the entire 314 watts power, my graphics card will actually pull around 240, so it won't get as hot. And with the CPU, I have done a mild overclock, whereby I've actually, instead of just trying to max it out, I've actually put in a system whereby it'll overclock to a certain temperature. So it'll stop trying to overclock my processor once the processor hits about 60 degrees, which means in a game like this, I'm getting around 5.5 gigahertz in speed. I felt going into all this tech stuff would be valid because, you know, it's RoboCop. He's very techie. And on that note, let's have a look at what we got set. So FSR3, but it's going to be converted in quality FSR, everything on Epic. And then we got limited to 60 audio. And subtitles are on, streamer mode is on because I don't want to get copyright. I'm going with the classic versions. Upset that it doesn't have my RoboCop 2 skin from the other game. And in regards to controlling this game, I am going to be using my usual method, which is going to be using a Razer Orb Weaver, which is like a 5x4 grid of keys with a space bar. So I don't have to use the full keyboard. And the other thing to bear in mind, I am going to be using a trackball again, just like the other time. I could play with this with controller, but I feel I'm getting a little bit better with trackballs because I'm having regular sessions with a friend of mine, so how bad can it be? With that in mind, I did run it up just to see how it did on performance, and I'm quite happy with it. So let's go new. So, do you want to start a new game? Yes, I do. And as usual, I like to play where the game developers intend, which is normal.
The zero-waste movement has succeeded. It has been decided that garbage from an overflowing landfill in Yosemite Park would be burned. The energy generated would power an expanding industrial district in the area. The kind of economical solutions the city needs. Top story, Detroit. Will OCP use military units to fight crime? This scenario is more and more likely, especially after the break-ins at OCP warehouses. But not everywhere in the city is dangerous. Comfortable living units, new jobs, entertainment and relaxation zones. All this and more is waiting for the lucky residents of Old Detroit. In the magnificent OmniTower, a place created by OCP for you, and making space for Delta City. So, take the opportunity. After all, police can't be everywhere. Contact OCP today and... Sorry, just getting a news report and... Breaking news. An attack on a Metro West precinct has occurred. The perpetrators and the number of victims are as of yet unknown. We will keep you updated. But one thing I can say for sure. I wouldn't want to be in the perpetrator's shoes when RoboCop finds them.
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so this looks ominous. Hint system: activate RoboCop vision by holding right mouse button to highlight enemies and important objects in the environment. You can investigate those objects or use them in combat. Okay. High caliber bullets from an assault rifle, RBS Mark II. Deceased officer Shaw shot in the liver and head. Cause. What about you? Tire tracks left by unknown vehicle, possible van. We normally came in that way, but we have this. The only thing I really know about this game is the trailer that released yesterday. Deceased police officer Jones shot while working on a ladder, cause of death, multiple. Darn it! Let me read a thing. But the trailer kind of makes it out to be kind of like the Dread movie, which is quite funny because there's been news. Well, you're in a pickle. Deceased officer, Lane, cause of death, hypothermia. Really, I would never have guessed. Guess I'm not going that way. Not seeing anything here. Let's continue on, shall we? So that's where I came from. I don't think I want to go through evidence, because technically that guy is now evidence. Area map shows locations of your main objective and side objectives. Okay. Map done. So it wants me to go in that direction. Let's start here. But yeah, apparently there's been news that Taika Waititi will be handling a Judge Dredd film, which, based on his track record, I'm a little bit concerned about what he's going to do with the franchise. Deceased officer caused death, multiple wounds across whole body. Dispatcher compromised, no calls or video feed possible. Deceased officers, Caminenci, Rivara, death due to service weapons. So they've been shot. Let's see what we have in here. Right, I'm starting to get the feeling this is what they decided to do, because obviously they had to get Peter Weller back to be able to do the voice of Alex Murphy stroke RoboCop. So they didn't want to hire any more voice artists for the game, so they killed everyone in the police station to solve that problem. Probably, you know, unlikely, but it does solve an elegant problem. It's an elegant solution to a problem that they created by having so many characters here. This is Stanford, multiple wounds leg. What are you? Mysterious thieves have robbed multiple OCP warehouses. The corporation urges the police to take swift action. What exactly was stolen, and how is the Detroit Department going to recover missing assets? Read more on page 2. Okay, let's have a look at you, sir. Spencer caused death, puncture of an artery. You are Hunter, respiratory failure, shot in right lung. Deceased civilians cause death, multiple wounds to chest. Gordon shot with multiple bullets that pierce through. Okay. And you, sir? Rogers caused death, shotgun blast, close range. Okay, we have something over there. This is blocked off. That's where I sit in my chair. Cruz cause of death, triple wounds to the abdomen. So this is the prison. Well, the cells. Prisoners lined up, executed one by one. Oh, it's that's hissing. And this is the other area we was in. Don't think I'm going to be using the shooting range today. That's the other side of... I wonder if the guy, when they shot him, did like an 80s one-liner like, freeze, and then zapped him with an ice ray. So is this way we need to go? Multiple wounds, head cause of death. And you are Nash, precision shot to the femoral artery, cause of death, blood loss. Where's the computer room? I'm sure that goes down, which we've been. This gets me here. We just come through here. There's the computer room. I feel really dumb. Sure, multiple wounds, abdomen, signs of hemorrhage cause blood loss. Subsystem compromised, no data. Okay. Come on, Robo. Let's go find our chair. Oh, that's actually a good point. Right, so we've basically got all the base skills. Auto 9. Right, okay, what boards have we got? So this one has a lot of damage, 2 armor. What else? So 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3. So this one is accuracy, 2 armor, and some damage. And this is damage. No armor, but we get pellet rounds and an auto feeder. You are full auto piercer, so I quite like that idea myself. And then we've got single shot mode and massive damage. And we've only got a limited number of these. So, which one of these is going to be the best call to go with? So I could potentially get single shot. No, because I'd have to activate the penalty because most of the ones with the up and downs go off to that side. I do have a left and righty one. I don't think I've just got a straight through. No. This board, how would it look? So I could same problem pretty much straight from the start. Like, I could put that there, potentially go down that route, piercer and full auto, armor. Like, for example, I could drop that there, which would activate it. But I'd end up having to activate those minus ones. What's the last board? A lot of damage. So we start here. Okay, Dirk. Not looking good. They have deliberately set you up with some nasty things. So that's auto feeder and pellet rounds. So no. I want something that's going to have armor piercing. So let's have a look at you. See, I could put that there. Then I got the problem of traveling left to right. But I could do that. And then put that there. To get us weapon damage and a bit of armor piercing. And then we can do that. Do that. Do that. I can cross there. That's kind of ready. And I can get a little bit of reload. Penalty is 10%. And if I take that off, yeah, that penalty isn't really worth it. So I'll be close. Right, now back to what we was doing. Just through here, through here. No one in the shower for a change. That would be literally catching you with your pants down. Did that. So ceased OCP, caused death, hypothermia. So
they came for that.
You need medical assistance.
There were too many. And their weapons. So many good officers have...
We all know the weight of the badge. Let me take you outside.
Who on earth?
Those goddamn mercenaries. Sir, please lie down. We need to leave. No.
Go. Those mercenaries are my unfinished business.
Fine. But first we need to get things straight. First thing, this will be RoboCop's assignment, and Robo's alone. Lewis, you are off this case.
But Sarge...
If I'm going to the hospital, someone has to take care of this mess. Murphy, do you have a better candidate?
No experience. She won't let anyone push her around. I'll go with the experience option.
There is no one more experienced than her.
Definitely no one more angry. After Sarge, that is. With due respect, sir.
It's settled then. Now the second, and more important thing, we need to get these scumbags. Any ideas why anyone would steal Murphy's data chair from the holding cell?
I think I could shed some light on the situation.
Talk.
So, hypothetically, it's possible to make a machine that would take control of all the OCP devices. A sort of OCP hijacker.
How does it connect to the assault?
There was a break-in at OCP. Data and some components were stolen. With hardware from Robo's chair, they could create that sort of machine.
That sort of machine. So, off the bat, it looks like we may be dealing with a jerry-rigged RoboCop that they've put together. Or the other situation is it's a trap and they're going to try and put Robo in the chair. Either way, sounds like a trap. Be highly considerate. OCP likes to keep us busy. The victims of the assault are not hypothetical.
Victims of the assault were not hypothetical.
I didn't mean it that way. But, like I've said, it's all just a theory. And not cheap. And you'd need access to a massive power source to run it.
Does that building you call OmniTower possess such capabilities?
I believe it does.
Sarge, you have a suspicion?
One of the mercenaries dropped an access card to OmniTower.
I am heading there.
That building is technically outside of police jurisdiction. But if OCP calls it insubordination, I'm happy to pay the consequences.
Once you're inside OmniTower, find the information desk. It should contain data to determine if the mercenaries are onto something.
Godspeed, son. Just remember, we're cops. Don't make it a matter of revenge.
It will be a matter of justice.
All squads, code red. RoboCop is here. Backup is needed in the main lobby.
Dear residents, an unauthorized individual has been detected. Please return to your living units. Any person staying outside living unit after 15 seconds will be neutralized.
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
You're going down!
Trouble, then.
Enemy soldier!
Okay, kind of remembering the buttons. Come on, where are you? Peekaboo. Okay, doing well. This looks like the old affair of hunting for stuff. We are reloaded. Everything's looking good, which is probably going to bite me in the ass. So, gun. Anything over here worth robbing? No. Right, let's get this moving. Making doubt.
Contact! I'm hit real bad!
There you go, kneecapped him. Okay. So it's like use ricochet. Those look like healy things. Okay. So that. Really? I missed the guy directly in front of me. Okay, we've got a few more around here.
I'm hit! Need backup! Flank the target!
And reload. Got a few guys over here, so let's say hello to them. Okay, that looks good. Let's take one of them. Oh, I can't go back through there to get the other one. No green dots.
Got eyes on Tango! I'm hit! I need backup! I'm hit! Man down! Expose yourself! I need backup! Fire up!
Uh-oh. Defensive unit, shield. Okay.
Engage! Confirm hit! I need backup!
Come on.
I'm hit! Heavy fire! I need backup!
Just shoot him out in the leg.
No! My leg!
Okay, there's one. There's two. Let's take you. Oh, I could grab a shield.
Is he chasing us?
Whoops. Stolen handbag. Okay, so that's takedowns. Ooh, that's new. He had a shotgun. Weapon upgrades. L. Yeah, I need more of those. Okay, we got some. Heavy 50 cal gun. So, have I got anything that can help my situation? Well, yeah, I can go there. And I can also drop that there. I can drop that there. That would give me single shot mode. Massive damage. Let's actually reset this weapon. Let's have a look at this one. So, you obviously make sense to go there. I could drop you there. And I can drop you there. Up and down. That's the problem, I've got no real up and down is. Only one I've got is that, and that'll give me a 5% penalty. But I can do that. I can do that. I can also do that. I can do that, and I can do that. But I can't get the last weapon damage. But I have no reds. Okay. And full auto. Continuous 5 rounds when. Okay. Piercer. Tempting. And what's this board? You are Morgor. Auto feeder. Have a look. Let's reset you, so now I can do that. Select you. So we can put that there. You're Morgor, which isn't actually a priority. I can put you there. And I can put you there. I can do that. So I can do that. And I can do that. And I can do that. And the only thing I get is that and this. I think that's going to be a better situation to be in. Just a ton of weapon damage and no need to reload.
Taking position.
Okay.
Hold your ground. I need backup. Oscar Mike.
Okay. I'm being pretty bad at this. Well, I need a ton of accuracy. Okay, let's see if they had anything from where they came. And what are you? Heavy machine. It's where I came in from. Nothing that way. Ah, dear. I really got to come up with a better way to access my skills. Okay, mine that and that, and use one of them. Huh. That appears to be my objective. And I'm not liking the look of that. It looks like it's a AI type interface. Nowhere up there. Yep, definitely wants me to interact with that.